Hey, so if you're an employee or you're an employer, you need to hear this. A simple Google search will, which it's Ted Benna, known as the father of the 401k. He has expressed major regrets just to creating the 401k. The 401k and the IRA both have the pros and their cons. Like anything else, it's not a one shoe fits all. They have their limits of how much you can actually invest into it. And what it's simply for is for retirement. And the reason why a 401k was invented helps the employee and it helps the employer. The employer saves money on taxes. It looks like a great employer because now they're providing benefits for the employee. The employee gets to save for retirement. And the reason why it's better it comes from an employer is because employees typically, statistically, don't put money away for the future. Most employees, they don't save money for the future. Therefore, it's beneficial that the employer does it and now the employee has it without necessarily having to take the initiative. Well, now the employer can actually reduce your taxes simply by contributing into the employee's account. Statistics show 40% of employees actually cash out their 401ks whenever they do leave their employer. And statistics also show that employees typically, on average, last about 4 years at their employment places, at their employers, with their employers. So that means that over 40% of the employees will cash out their 401ks before they hit the retirement age. And then when they do so, they get hit with a tax and a penalty. Now, these aren't the only vehicles that you have out there for retirement. It's not only the 401k, it's not only the IRA. Whenever you do have the 401k or the IRA, it actually only solves one problem, and that's supplemental income for retirement. Now, there's something else that's actually called the executive bonus plan. And what this is also very similar. So what you're doing is contributing as an employer, setting aside benefits for your employees, which can have an actual write-off for you as the employer. For small businesses. The 401k and the IRA, you only solve one problem, supplemental retirement income. With the executive bonus plan, you actually have 3 problems that you can solve, which is life insurance, lump sum in case that the employee gets severely ill, chronic critical terminal illness, cancer, stroke, or heart attack, disability. And the other one is actually also a supplemental retirement income. So it solves 3 instead of just 1. If the employee gets severely ill with something like major organ transplant, cancer, disability, they will give them a lump sum. And the life insurance would actually be something that's transferable. So most places, most employers have a life insurance through work that would be known as a group term policy. And typically the employee can't even take it with them once they leave. And if statistically they're leaving within 4 years, and once they leave in between those jobs, they no longer have benefits. They no longer have life insurance or these living benefits. And if they try and withdraw, like over 40% of the employees try and withdraw from the 401k after they leave their employer, in this one, the executive bonus plan, you would not be penalized. You might be taxed, but you wouldn't be penalized. Let's say that you do provide that group term insurance. The employee, whenever they do leave, they have to do a conversion. So if they want to keep their life insurance, they would have to convert it from a group term policy into a whole life individual policy. So the price immediately skyrockets. And in this executive bonus plan, it wouldn't. They actually keep the same price that was being paid for earlier. The price does not change. And they actually can own all these 3 benefits in one instead of having to put it in a bunch of different buckets. If you're an employer and you want to know a little bit more, comment executive. If you're an employee and you want to talk about this, you want to see the benefits and so on, maybe you can bring it up to your employer. You can also comment employee and we'll get you the information. I want to inquire about this. Drop a comment down below. Leave me a like, follow for more.